let's understand the names of the angles. Right? There are different names starting from your acute angle, then right angle, then obtuse angle, then straight angle, and then reflex angle. So we have a puzzle based on that. I am an acute angle. If you double my measure, you will get an acute angle again. If you triple my measure, you will get an acute angle again. If you quadruple, that is 4 times my measure, you will get an acute angle yet again. But if you multiply by measure by 5, you will get an obtuse angle measure. What are the possibilities for my measure? Okay, this is a very difficult question. I'll give this 3 stars. So what we're looking at is, let me use this for you guys. So you have, you have an angle, say some angle. If I double this, say, you please watch this, right? 17.8. If I double it, that will be, or let me make it 15. It will be convenient. 15. If I double it, where is it? It will be in 30. Yeah. If I double it again, double 15, triple it, then it will be 45. Then if I triple it, that is 15 times of 3 is what? Double it, no, triple, okay, triple is done, 4 times it. So plus 15 again, so 60. But when you do 5 times, that is 75, it should be what? It should be a obtuse angle. Where is it? It should be, but if you multiply by a measure of 5, you will get an obtuse angle. So you have some angle which on multiplying 2 times, 3 times and 4 times comes under acute category. Then if you multiply it 5 times, so angle times of 5 times will give us obtuse angle. Now the question is, what is this angle measure? Think about it, what and all possible values can we have? Will we go about doing it? Think. See, I know that 5 times of angle should be greater than 90 degree. Agree? Now, if 5 times of angle is greater than 90 degree, one of the angle will be 90 degree by 5. If 5 chocolates, okay, let me take it this way. More than is a bit of difficulty to think about. If 5 apples cost you 90 rupees, one apple will cost you how much? 90 divided by 5. Does it make sense? Or let me make it bit more easier. Okay, so this is for your understanding. Let me do it this way. Note, instead of 90, we'll take a simple number. 5 times of a chocolate is 100 rupees. That is 5 for 5, it is costing you 100. So for 1, how much will it cost is the question. What do you guys will do? What is that you did? Answer is 20. But how did we get 20? Yes, we did the operation of division, 100 divided by 2. Right? So the operation over here is division. Sorry, not 100 divided by 2, my bad. 100 divided by 5, my bad. Because 5 costed 100 rupees. So 1 will cost 100 divided by 5. Do you guys agree? Now, similarly, say 5 angles put together, 5 times of an angle. That is, if I happen to have 5 of this, it's adding up to 90 degree. Actually, it's not. It should be a bit more than 90 degree, but let me consider it as 90 degree. Okay, then we'll change the symbol. Now, one of the angle will be equal to how much? Same logic. Yes, divided by 5. So this will be 5 ones are 5, 4 will be remaining 18 degree. So basically it can't be equal, it should be greater than. So I'll change it to greater than, and so I can't write it over there. The angle should be greater than 18 degree. Got it, guys? Is that right? So angle has to be greater than 18 degree. So can it be any other value? Like say 60 degree. Well, 60 times of 2 is 120 degree. So it can't be 60 degree. But what is the maximum value? So this is the minimum value. So this is case finding minimum value. But what should be the maximum value? What should we use? Yes, similar to your previous calculation, your maximum value, we can do this. So 4 chocolates should be equal to 90 degree. Technically, it should be less than 90 degree because we can't exceed 90 degree. It's what the question is telling is, even 4 times the value should be less than, it should be an acute angle. So less than 90 degree. So, but for now, for our convenience, I'll take it equal to, say, 4 chocolates I'm buying and it's costing me 90 rupees. So one of them will be equal to, correct, 90 degree divided by 4. So the angle will be equal to, technically, 90 by 4 is 1s are 2s are, okay, 1 is remaining, and we have a decimal though. Should I continue with decimal? Okay, let it be 22.5. Is that right? 2 4 2s are 8, then again 10 4 2s are 8, 2 5. Okay, correct. But remember, this has to be lesser than 90 degree because only then it will be acute angle. So as we are looking at acute angle, and this is obtuse angle, is it not? So it has to be more than 90 degree. So basically the angles, any angle between 18 degree and 22.5 degree will suit our agenda. So finally, therefore, our angle has to be greater than 18 degree but lesser than 22.5 degree. I don't know if you guys will understand this or not, but in time we'll understand decimal. For now, you guys can think of it to be 22, or we can write it in fraction form also if you guys are comfortable with that. So that will be mixed fraction that you guys will learn. So 22 1 by 5. Sorry, 22. Remainder was how much? 2 by 4. Sorry, 2 by 4. That is 1 by 2. Okay, I'll just write it this way so that it's not more confusing for you guys. So let me give the proof. So let me take 20 degree. Okay. So let me start off with 20 degree. So is 20 degree acute angle or obtuse angle? Approximately 20. I'll just go with this. Not able to get exact 20. So is this acute angle or obtuse angle? Yes, this is acute angle. Now, next is 40 degree. Is this acute or obtuse? This too is acute because it's clearly less than 90. This angle is less than 90 degree. Then 3 times is 60. Acute or obtuse? Still correct. Acute. Then 80 degree because 4 times of 20 is 80 degree. You can clearly see that it's less than, it's not forming a right angle. It's before the right angle. So 80 degree is 84 also is less than 85 degree also is less than 90 degree. So obviously this is also acute. Now 5 times of 20 degree is 100 degree. So this two, yeah, this two is not this two, sorry. This is clearly more than 90 degree. Can you see that? It's more than 90 degree. It's not exactly perpendicular to this. It's a bit more. So it works. So I'll repeat the entire process again. The question asks for finding angles, not one angle, many angles. But if you multiply blah blah blah, what are the possible R, possible measured, right? What are the possible measurements? So the funda is that the first condition is that it has to be acute angle till you multiply 4 times, and if you multiply 5 times, it has to be obtuse. Now, minimum value. So for it to be greater than 90 degree, right, 5 times of angle, it has to be greater than 90 degree. So this has to be the minimum value. If I take any value less than this, like 15 degree we took, 5 times of 15 will not give you more than 90, right? It is 75. Agree? So all I did was, if 5 angles is adding up to 90, then one angle should be less 18 degree. But instead of equal to sign, I change it with greater than symbol. Now, maximum value, 4 of a particular angle should be less than 90 degree, because that's the condition. Less than 90 degree because it's acute. So divided by 4 both the sides, and blah blah blah, and 22.5 degree. Right? And so we conclude the answer with our angle has to be greater than 18 degree but less than 22.5 or 22 2 by 4. So either of this representation you will understand in time, but anyways, here the funda is to understand the concept. It's a difficult question for you guys. So take time, try to discuss, try to think over, try to understand this first. If you understand this, then this will make sense in time. Okay, first is this step, and then you can think about this.